What's up, boys and girls? It's your friendly neighborhood Von Bakenstein. I decided that I wanted to tell you guys a fairy tale today about a crazy, crazy world. See, once upon a time, there was a land called Russia. And Russia didn't like being lonely. So what they did was they expanded westward and took over other territories and named themselves the Soviet Union. Well, a lot of crazy stuff happened, and the Soviet Union ended up breaking up like a bad relationship. And now, Russia's lonely, and it wants to be with its neighbor, the Ukraine. Well, the Ukraine doesn't like Russia anymore. The Ukraine has a new friend, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Russia doesn't like their new friend because they're jealous and they're acting out. Well, the problem with this is obviously that Russia is acting out on innocent civilians, innocent people, and obviously that's bad. For the rest of the world, Russia and Ukraine comprise 1/3 of the wheat harvest that gets shipped worldwide. Russia is the top wheat producer and export in the world, and the Ukraine, I believe, is fourth after Canada and United States. So, who's preparing? Any of you preparing for this? Leave a comment. Tell people what you're doing and what they should do. I've made videos about this before. Fuel and gasoline have jumped. Natural gas has jumped. Propane has jumped in prices. Everything you have is brought to you by diesel. Your railroads, your container ships, your truck and trailers are all diesel. And airplanes run on basically a jet fuel, which is kerosene based. That's a good way to dumb it down. But diesel makes the country go. And that doesn't matter which country you're in. You raise the price of diesel, you've automatically raised the price of goods. You make wheat scarce, you raise the price of everything that uses wheat. And we're not just talking about flours and breads. We're talking about livestock too. Couple that with a nitrogen shortage, fertilizer shortage, potash shortage, and you run into a situation where there's going to be food scarcity. Now, for the people that live where you live, there's a lot of people who are alive who've never been hungry. There's a lot of people alive who've never gone a day without missing a meal. There's a lot of people alive who haven't had perpetual hungriness, or hunger, I guess. There's a lot of people alive who have never had to fend for themselves, hunt, fish, trap, garden, animal husband, or the like. So what we could have is a situation along the lines of a depression type event, except with a population that doesn't know how to do shit. This is going to lead to violence. You're going to have a whole lot of people who don't know what hunger is learning what hunger is. You're going to have a whole lot of people who have always been given things one way or another, and all of a sudden they're going to have nothing. You're going to have people who have an entitled sense about them get violent. If you have it, they want it. This isn't a race issue. This isn't a culture issue. This is once people get hungry, they're going to get violent. That's just human nature. So if you haven't prepared up until now, if you're not one of those crazy doomsday preppers, if you think the government is there to take care of you, good luck. The government is $30 trillion in debt and growing. Borrowing money to hand it over to other countries, pay for ridiculously inflated and engorged entitlement programs. It's about to get rough. It's going to get rough for everybody. If you don't know how to put seeds in the ground, if you don't know how to trap an animal, how to clean it, how to cook it, if you don't know what it's like to get your hands dirty, wipe the sweat off your brow, you're going to be hurting. Network now. Learn valuable skills now. The best time to get ready for something like this was years ago. The second best time is now. Baconator out.